Hello Gemini Sun sign and Gemini rising. This is your forecast for March 2016. And this month you got a lot going on in your 10th house of career. You've got the Sun, Mercury, Neptune, the asteroid known as Chiron, and ultimately you're going to have Venus in there as well. So especially with the Sun, there's a very real opportunity to shine. So what I would say for you is to do the highest quality of work that you're capable of, because it looks like you're definitely going to be able to prove yourself in some shape, form, or fashion within your career. Now on March 5th, Mercury makes a square to Mars, and March 6th, Sun makes a square to Saturn. So you can feel a lot of pressure to succeed. There could be fears of not succeeding. There could be a schedule that's just so demanding that you're just working yourself overtime, basically. So what I would say with this energy, let's break it down. Sun square Saturn, fears. Don't let your fears paralyze you, but there could be this temptation to play it safe. And I would say what you should do is definitely face your fears. Sometimes your fears have a valid point, and other times you need to risk yourself. You need to face those fears, especially when they're telling you you're not good enough. You know, you better play it safe. Better safe than sorry. And ultimately, I think you have to have faith and go out there and do what you need to do to be all you can be within the realm of your career. Now, Mercury square Mars is often an aspect where, honestly, you have to watch your temper. You can have a sharp tongue. Mercury rules the mind, and the speech patterns in Mars is anger, aggression, the warrior principle. So just be careful with that. Just know that you could have a hair trigger with your tongue or your temper. Okay. Now, Mars goes into Sagittarius March 5th, and for you, that goes into your 7th house of relationships. And this is kind of hot and cold energy. So what I mean by that is Mars is in its opposite house. It's ruler of the 1st, and it's over here in the 7th. And so Mars is, again, the warrior principle. It's about going out and taking charge and being successful, conquering. And the 7th house is about cooperation and harmony, working together, love. And Mars can sometimes be like, what the hell am I doing here? So, so hot and cold, it can mean you can be defensive with the people around you, especially the people in your inner circle or in a romantic relationship. You can read into what they're saying and look for a fight, so to speak. So just don't read into things. Just take a deep breath with this energy and just know that you'll have time to think it through, but just don't spark off in the heat of the moment with this energy, because really Mars is about passion. You're wanting to deeply connect. So this really brings me to the higher path of this energy, which is about consciously being determined to find a middle path, a middle ground, to compromise, to work together. So it's like two energies or two people that feed off of one another, like, again, in a partnership or within a group, and being more successful because you guys are working hand in hand. So it'll definitely have you wanting to connect with others, but just consciously strive for the higher path and you'll be fine with this. Now, let's see. There's a new moon on March 8th, and for you in your 10th house of career. So what I would say for you with this energy is there could be a new beginning for you in career. It could imply a new career or looking for a new career. It definitely indicates something new is beginning around this period in your career. It can mean a new perspective, a new way of thinking about things, or even new goals within your career. So be on the lookout for that. It's a pretty positive thing ultimately, especially if you are looking for positive change in your life and career. Okay. Now, as I was saying, Venus goes into the 10th house on the 12th. So this is a time when you've got a lot of charm, a lot of charisma. It's a good time to present yourself. So for job interviews, this is an A+ energy, so to speak. You've got the Midas touch. Public presentations, public speaking, also excellent time to be in front of a crowd. Okay, now the sun goes into Aries March 19th, and finally the sun leaves your 10th and goes into your 11th. So this is really about you looking at your goals, all your hopes and dreams, not just career, and asking yourself if you're on the right path. Basically, well, I would actually back up and say, look at your strategies and even look at the plan itself. Is it something that still feeds my soul? Does it really get me excited? If so, it's about reviewing those strategies, making sure that you're going to be effective and ultimately successful. This is another great time for social stuff, getting out of the house on a personal level, and also professionally. Networking is really good with this energy as well. Okay, so it looks like a pretty social month for you thus far. Now, finally, Saturn goes retrograde March 25th through August 13th, okay? And Saturn's in your 7th house of relationships. So this is a big deal. When Saturn goes retrograde, it means that you're definitely meant to focus on the issues of that area of your life and make improvements. So you can't just sweep it under the rug. You have to deal with it at least a little bit each day. Okay, so for you, it could be your connection with other people. Ultimately, I would say the heart of the matter with this is romantic relationships. If there are issues, it's time to deal with them, try to heal them. Or it could be looking at the relationship and actually asking yourself, is this the right person for me? Conversely, if you're single, this is about asking yourself, am I happy with being single? And if not, why won't I allow myself to manifest the right person in my life? So there can be some self-worth issues about not being worthy of love. So those are definitely some areas of growth for you. So with that being said, that does indeed conclude your forecast for the month of March. I hope you have a great month, and I'll talk to you next month. Bye-bye.